Yo. That's what I'm trying to do is get this audio straightened out. Be lovely. Be big time. Check. What does that mean? I guess that's gotta be clicked. Check. Hello, 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 hello. Intel display audio. Check, check, check. Intel display audio. Check, check, check. Default, check. default monitor and output check. Monitor output check. Hello.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. In the Bluegrass, Kentucky fans not only rabidly passionate about their basketball team, but their football program as well. And the Wildcats with a chance at Commonwealth Stadium to score a signature victory today. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
And now let's head down to the coin toss, and is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. The pregame festivities are over, and we're just about set to get this game underway. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 31. Washington's offense really centered around this quarterback, and as he goes, the team seems to go, Kirk.
Brett, over the weeks I've been watching him on film, and one thing I've seen is his ability to make good decisions. I mean, time after time, he just avoids the mistakes. And when you can do that as a quarterback and as a leader of an offense, you're going to move the football down the field.
He's got the corner. He's to the 40. He's at midfield. At the 30. To the 20. The 10. He's all the way. Touchdown.
Never fails. First play. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. I need to start taking the ball first.
He makes the PAT. Let's get the latest now from Reese Davis.
The Tigers came into the game ranked 5th. After that performance, they'll drop like a stone. And for Minnesota, they've won 2 straight. And for McCutcheon, a big day for him, throwing for 4 touchdowns. The Golden Gophers take the 17-point win.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He sends this one deep. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Like always.
Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50, 2 and 8.
And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. So I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach. I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
That's my audio sounds like it's on point
Runs left and quickly taken down.
so far. That's a plus.
From their own 19-yard line. 3rd down. With a quick throw. Incomplete
Bless.
pass. Fisher was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it 4th down, and they're going to have to punt.
The defense held their ground on that play. The quarterback just wasn't able to find any open receivers.
Merrick will be the return man. Merrick fields it at the 39, and down he goes at the 50-yard line. They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6. Washington is up by a touchdown. Little handoff. And they make the stop at midfield.
I think anytime you lose yardage, it's frustrating as a ball carrier. It's very frustrating as a play caller. Makes you a little bit more hesitant maybe to go back to a certain play. The biggest thing you want to do as an offensive coordinator is get the offense over to the sideline after the series, make sure everybody's on the same page, and then show the confidence that you still have in them despite this play, that you're going to go right back to the running back and trust that offensive line.
Knocked out of bounds right around the 46-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd and 5. Ball on the 46.
Check 9, check 9. Here we go.
Holy cow, we gotta stop.
And they get the sack.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush because sacks can be real drive killers.
Fernandez waiting the return. He puts it away, and it's a great kick. He makes it to the 15-yard line. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan.
Damn, the audio's off again, man.
He's got to throw it in a hurry.
Why is it so off?
Throw out to the receiver.
He is such a reliable target. You throw it anywhere near him, and this guy's going to get his hands on it and make a catch.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 38. From midfield, it's first down.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check my 50. Ready?
Got it. And it goes down quickly.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Reset, right. Mark 50, mark 50, mark 50. Get him, get him, get him. Here we go.
Going deep, lays it out there. It's picked off. It's the junior. He can't be tackled. Nice interception and an even nicer vertical.
Oh, yeah, this guy's an athlete. There's no throwing it over this guy's head. He'll go up and get it.
First and 10. Ball on their own 42. Washington is up a score. Run right and hit in the backfield.
This is a big-time read by this safety. You know, a lot of times as a safety, you're sitting back there making sure there isn't a play-action pass or play potentially that can go behind you. I think this safety has that sixth sense. His instincts on that play were special. He read the run, got into the backfield, and made the play.
Now he tries to buy some time. He's at midfield. Slides down to the ground.
Well, this is a nice run for the first down by this quarterback.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 44-yard line. First down.
Here we go.
Gets to about the 44-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
The cavalry's coming.
Great job by the defense of getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Third down now. They need to get it down to the 34. Throws in the middle. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards.
Screen's coming.
First down.
Man left, man left.
It's not good.
Switch.
Washington up 7 points. He's at the 20. He's knocked out of bounds right around the 18-yard line.
And I just love to see hard running like this. He looks totally fresh and ready to play.
Get people in that can tackle the ball. Tackle the man. Get him on the ground.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
That's all I want.
Stays in bounds and made a nice catch.
Man, did he ever sell the run? The defense took the bait, and that hesitation was enough to give the receiver room to make the catch.
First down. First and goal here inside the 5-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line. Here's play number 10 on the drive. And down he goes at the 3-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
If they can get it in here, it'd make it a 2-score game. It's 3rd and goal. They come out in a goal line set.
Gotta get that. Gotta have that pick.
Had his hands on it and dropped it.
That brings us 4th and goal.
Washington is up 7. Kicks up, and it's through the uprights. Smiley has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And they can forget about returning this one. They need to show a little giddy up now, because if they don't start eating into this deficit, they could easily fall out of the game.
Audible's behind again.
Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
We've played one. The Huskies lead 10-0. Back to the action now here in the 2nd quarter.
Roger. Go, Mike. Here we go.
He's going to try and scramble. Complete. He's got room. He's tackled at the 37.
Besides going deep on the fade, the slant route is probably the most commonly run route against man coverage. If the receiver gets a good inside release, it'll be a new set of downs every time.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37. He rifles it. Oh, what an interception. Tosses outside after a nice pickup.
Gain of 6 yards. That brings him 2nd and 5.
It's 2nd down, 5 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. The halfback with a carry. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 8 yards. First down.
From the 40-yard line, it's first down. He goes out of bounds. The 37-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 37-yard line, 2nd down. Takes the toss left. He's taken down at about the 20.
Good tackle.
3-yard line.
14 yards. First down.
Man left, man left. 3 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Easy. Motion.
Tries to get around the corner. They'll bring him down at the 20-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 20-yard line, it's 2nd down.
3 down. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. On the pass, touchdown. How about the tight end? This guy plays some football.
You bet he can. He's such an all-around player. He's just as good at blocking as he is catching the football.
And he adds the extra. Let's check with Reese Davis in the studio.
The Bulldogs take the field as the 32nd ranked in the land. We've been watching this all day long. Got a tight one going on here. Georgia's on top, 14-7.
All right, thanks, Reese. Back to the live action here. Washington ready to kick this one off. The distance. And it sails out of the end zone. Touchback.
This defense has everything. They kind of have that blue-collar, workmanlike approach, but they also have a blend of tremendous speed to go along with that work ethic. And the better they play, they seem to feed off of it, and it continues throughout the whole ballgame.
It's still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left, but I got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. Quick pass, and he's hit immediately. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
From their own 26-yard line, 2nd down. The halfback picks up a yard.
This safety is as vicious.
Here's their ball on the 27. He guns it right side, and this one's up, and that'll be 4th down.
Hold by the defense on 3rd down. Now their punt returner will get a chance to make something happen.
Thornton to punt. to the 40. He's at midfield. Oh, what a hit. The Huskies right now are getting the play out of their quarterback that they expected, maybe even better than they expected. And now, as we get near halftime, there's going to have to be some adjustments made on the other side of the ball.
Well, the defense has got to be happy we're getting close to halftime so they can go back to the drawing board and try to figure out a way to slow down this quarterback. I think that more often than not, you look back at the first half and you think about, okay, let's eliminate this, this, and this, and let's maybe try a completely different way of trying to attack them. In my opinion, they've got to take some chances and be more aggressive in trying to put pressure on it.
What they've done so far hasn't worked. It's second down, 7 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. Takes the ball inside.
But you can really mess with an offense's game plan if you can take away their ability to run.
The screenplay. He's at the 30. Brought down around the 28-yard line.
A quarterback's best friend is the receiver he can count on to catch the ball every time he drops back to pass.
From the 28-yard line. First down.
Check 59. Mike.
Inside the 10. Touchdown. Big. And he tacks on the extra point. Smiley. And ball set. He looks ready to kick this one deep. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And they can forget about returning this one. Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. These next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. Hits him hard, the 17-yard line.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
He's going to air it long. Tipped away. Took a great play to make sure that long pass wasn't completed.
Well, Brad, the quarterback had his man, and lo and behold, here comes the defender, and the play's over.
We've got 3rd and long here. Ball on the 17-yard line. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. They bring him down.
You know, the offensive line really let the quarterback down there. They've got to do a better job of communicating against the blitz. One thing to pick up a blitz, but you also have to obviously pick up your defensive lineman. That time, a miscommunication, and the result is a sack.
Merrick takes it at the 49. Can't wrap him up, and he just got drilled. Huskies are cruising through this first half. Kirby, really a comfortable lead here.
Yep, but still a lot of football left to be played. You got to remember that it's a 4-quarter game, and even though that first half went pretty well, things can change in a hurry.
So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
Now he's scrambling. And they bring him down for a sack on the play. way to the 30-yard line. Third down now, and they need to get it to the 22. There's a little bit of happy feet down there on the field. Let's saw. They'll line up for another third down play because of the penalty.
Well, here you're in a third down situation, and then someone makes a mental mistake. It makes your blood boil if you're a coach.
Deep ball laying out there. Now it's going to be fourth down.
Nice defense. That was picture perfect 3 and out. Good series for these guys.
That'll bring up 4th and 13.
They call on the kicker for a long field goal. It's up. They head to the sideline with nothing to show for that drive. So the score is still 24-0, Washington.
Someone check with their.
It's still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left. But I've got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout.
Or monitor and audio. Where is this?
It's incomplete.
I'm sure he made the best decision that time. That was a pretty tight area he throw that one into.
Whatever they're
Ball on their own 35. They come out in a 5-wide set. Makes the catch and has a first down. Inside the 30 to the 10. And he scored. Touchdown.
Did that just happen?
Wow. Almost impossible pass to defend, and it goes for 6.
Yep, the defense would have needed 12 guys in the field that time.
And he gets the extra point. Like 65 drive. And they have 10 points. Kentucky get set to win. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. The next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. He's on the run. There's a missed tackle, and he's tackled right around the 8-yard line. Kentucky to use their first time out of the half here. From their own 28-yard line, it's second down. He's in midfield, and he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Washington's going to have to use their second time out of the half. Sets up a screen. Tailback's got it. Knocked out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From the 40-yard line, second down. Got some open field. Makes it out to about the 30.
Even if you're pulling for the other team, you've got to just admire this guy's skill. He is special.
up, and it's long enough, and he splits the up. Excellent. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defense needs to stick it to tighter coverage.
We played a half. Washington leads it 27-7. Welcome back, everybody. Second half about to begin. First, he's himself a pretty game.
Force. You know, big knee hooks on you. There's only one direction and one speed that you can is down quickly. It's getting to the point now where it's against force. This offensive line can almost do anything that they want. I always say when you're on resets and you're in 8th grade and there's just one big guy nobody else can block, and he's just bigger, stronger, faster. That's what a dominant defensive player can do to an offense. They just can't. There's nothing they can do to stop him.
From their own 29-yard line. Second down. Slings it. Make the stop at about the 43-yard line.
Boy, this is a huge play by the offense, and I got to go back to what the defense dialed up. They brought pressure, which means the offensive line's got to do a good job of communicating to give the quarterback enough time to be able to make the throw. And they did exactly that. Protected him, gave him the time that he needed, and he was able to take it
down after a nice run to the middle. I don't really know what this one's for. Let's find out.
Holding offense.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they could just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
So it's first down and an eternity. Throws a laser across the middle. The 10. Touchdown, and it ain't over yet. Well, they're going to try for the two-point conversion. They don't get it. The three-play, 73-yard and get points on the board after failing conversion.
Boy, that is scoring in a hurry. This offense is looking more and more explosive.
So our score, 27-13. Martin gets set to kick this one away. And it goes into the
give up a
zone, down for a touchback.
15.
They'll take over here, ready to start a new series. Each to the 48-yard line.
Just gonna play his own.
From their own 48-yard line, it's first down. And he's taken down at the 39.
That makes it first and 10.
We can't tackle.
Tackle made around the 38-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 38. Back to the tailback, and he's hit immediately for a loss.
Get there. Get a blitz there.
Quick throw. Tackle at about the 19-yard line.
Almost got there.
First down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. Ellison off the fake. And now the ball is loose. He picks it up. Might have a chance.
Finally a turnover. Let's go, baby. Possession game.
Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Finally that.
And he adds extra points. Here's an update from the studio and reach.
The Bulldogs coming into today's game ranked number 22 in the country, and we've been keeping an eye on this one all day. And for Georgia, they're adding to their lead.
Slide for the kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down the end zone. A touchback. And from he's made an impression of this defense.
You're right, Brad. Got
I
a
figure
spark.
how they get that little buffer
Right?
out.
I'm firing on
Little
full time.
skip.
The football. Something big happens for this offense. If I were the offense leader, I would continue way to get the football in his hand.
Pressure on the quarterback. That incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded that throw.
2nd down. Ball 25. Washington is up the score. He's tackled the 26-yard line.
Audio is pretty synced out. Any issues since changed the output function?
The sub package in there defensively in this 5-wide receiver set. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And down he goes at about 45.
That's good for a gain of 19 yards. First down.
Yeah, it does.
From their own 45-yard line. 1st down.
Sounds pretty clear on my stream.
Yeah, he's faced. And he tackles him hard at 48.
That's a gain of 7. That'll bring us to 3.
Let me change this.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down.
Know if it changes after now.
Brought down right around the 48-yard line.
They tried to get the ball to the outside on the sweep. The offensive line couldn't get enough lateral movement to keep the defense from stopping him for a loss.
Any luck? Any better?
Quick out to his receiver. He's taken down at about the 39-yard line. Not sure what the flag is about here. Let's go down to the field and find out.
Offense.
It'll be 3rd down again after that penalty.
Yeah, now they have more yards to pick up for the 1st down.
3rd down again.
Any better?
Washington up 7 points. passes to the left, and it's going the other way.
Makes the interception.
And they get the sack. They've been all over this quarterback today.
The pass protection has got to do a better job, but give this defense some credit. They've really figured out what they have to do to pressure the quarterback and to cause him some problems.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. Good open field tackle.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
Steps out of bounds at the 37.
Kick a field goal.
That makes it 4th and inches.
I suck. And weak. And do some squats.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. They put everyone up on the line. Taken down as he works the left for a nice game. Passes left, gets it out to the halfback. And he's tackled at the 15-yard line.
I don't understand. I guess it's meant to be so bad. Skipping scenes. They're skipping
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line. He gets out to about the 15-yard line.
skip frames.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Guess that's what it is. I don't know.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
Super play to time the hit just right on what looked like a sure touchdown. He really laid some lumber there.
This is the 9th play of this drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Omaha, ready!
Quick shot to the open receiver, and he can't hang on to the ball.
This is the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 4th and 10.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. It's up, and it's good. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He just drills this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receivers.
They'll give it off here, and they get him in the backfield for a loss. No to go for the halfback. That's a loss of 1.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
From their own 24-yard line, it's 2nd down. third quarter's in the books, and you have to wonder if either defense is going to make a stop in the fourth. Washington leads it 27-23. Welcome back to the action. Fourth quarter. This one will decide it. Tight ball game through 3. Washington is up 4.
Big third down. Big third down.
Out at the 33-yard line.
9 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
So it's 3rd down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. He's at midfield. Down the sideline. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And he hits the PAT. A short 3-play, 75-yard drive. And they come away with a touchdown.
Well, Brad, right now the offense is hot, and they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. Tackle made at the 19. The Wildcats have just not been able to get that offense rolling at all today.
I think they're confused. I think it starts up front with the offensive line. They're not having the typical game that you'd expect to see from them as far as communication. I think it's affected the rest of the offense.
So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field.
Damn that guy.
And he is drilled at the 11-yard line.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. And he's level at the 2-yard line.
Call a loss of 9 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Gotta go for this shit.
Fires out to his receiver. Good tackle. He was the last line of defense. Nothing doing for the offense, and it's 4th down.
That makes it 4th and 4.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's a great tackle at the 38. He's wrapped up for the sack.
That's a loss of 11 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and long.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. And he's hit immediately.
You can tell he's got a lot of faith in his wide receivers. Even when he's a little bit off target, they can pull it in and make something happen.
No face mask.
And they make the stop around the 38-yard line. And he's tackled right away.
That's a dumb turn. I gotta score.
It's knocked away. Well defended that time.
You're right. Great job here by the defender playing the ball, keeping his balance, and getting in the way of that pass.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40. Fry takes it left. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That brings up 4th and 3.
They've got one 4th down conversion on this drive. Now they'll give it another go. Caught out in the open. Touchdown, Kentucky! So the kicker's going to stay on the sidelines. These guys will try for a 2-point conversion. Got to be careful of a pass play with this defense. They'll go with the run once again. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Our score, 34-31, Washington. Kentucky ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. This is a pretty crucial series right here with things being so tight. Your best players have to step it up on both sides of the ball. Washington is up by 3. Merrick on the pitch to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 39-yard line.
Playing heel. You got to step on a pitch.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. He makes his way to about the 48.
Call it a gain of 13 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 49. They'll bring him down at the 39-yard line.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
He just pulling it. Or just that bad.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. Less than 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. Well, a lot of frustration by that offense, but you've got to give the defense credit for coming up with a stop in this quarter in a game this close. It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. The ball pops free. Shoots up the loose ball.
Look at this.
And that's exactly what this defense was looking for.
Yeah, that fumble gives these guys some added life. Now let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
Well, this sets up the draw at the 4th line.
Gain of play.
Wow.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 45-yard line. Got a man. Watch out here. And he hits him hard at the 47. Under a minute left in the game. And a quick throw. He's knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain.
Good decision here. Nice dump ball. It's only 7 yards, but the offense will take that play every time.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Throws out and through his hands. Has some daylight. Gains his way to the 19-yard line. Kentucky's going to take their first time out of the half. From the 19-yard line. First down. Stays in bounds and made a nice catch. He's tackled just outside the goal line.
That brings 2nd and goal.
Timeout. From the 1-yard line. 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 1-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. The Wildcats are going to have to call their 3rd and final timeout. We're at play number 9 of this current drive. Defense stacked in tight here. They've done it. I can't believe it. And he converts the extra point. A 9-play, 58-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
So our score, 38-34. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Late in the fourth quarter in a one-possession game, and poise is what it's all about here. Who's going to have it and who won't?
One last play, folks. It's time to find out how far he can throw it and see if this game becomes one of the all-time greatest. Here we go. He lets it fly.
That shit on the board.
He's at the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Let's get an update now. Here's Reese Davis. Reese?
The Bulldogs take the field today ranked 22nd. And for Vanderbilt, they've now dropped 3 in a row.
And so that's going to do it. Our final score in this one, Kentucky 45, Washington 34. That wraps things up for us. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit. I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.
Wilkerson. He'll be alright if he sticks around one more year. Hopefully he will. I don't think he'll go, but whatever. Fry, senior. Pretty young here. It's led by Fisher. I'm just surprised Washington had turnovers, dog. It's unbelievable. We lucky. Gee whiz. Gotta cut those down. Be alright. Jackson, I would like to start, but shit, might be Martinez next year. Fernandez gone. Fry gone. John Douglas. And Black. Hopefully Black gets a little Excel burst. That'd be nice. bad there. Fisher's a dude. Willis is a dude. Ricky can do something. I got 3 dudes. Thompson would be good too next year. Wide receiver strength. This team. We can't get any worse on defense. I don't think. Tackling. Oh gosh. 80 freshmen. That's why I got 4 freshmen middle linebackers. Golly, no wonder they break so many tackles.